And welcome into the ballpark. Happy to have you with us. MLB The Show brings you Diamond Dynasty Baseball. It's Tampa taking on the Baltimore Orioles. And we'll be back with the first pitch right after this. All right, just about set to go. And today's starter, Zach Eflin.
Anytime you have 5 pitches to work with on the mound, that repertoire can be a real weapon in terms of keeping hitters off balance, man. It's one of those things that I'm going to be looking for in this one. Does he have a feel for all of those pitches, or is he just able to get 1 or 2 over in the strike zone where he wants? Now, it's tough to do to be able to command all those pitches, but if he can, he is going to be very tough for the opponent today.
Byron Buxton leading things off and takes a strike. Swing and a miss. Looked off balance that time.
Striking out and fucking on the headset.
Swings and misses at the breaking ball to dirt. Rutschman on to first.
So buggy in here. My back door closed.
Or maybe approaching
I
this
feel the air
with
blowing
a
on
bit
me now,
too
but
much determination. Sometimes you just got to let the game come to you.
Ryan Dozier, the next to hit, takes ball 1. This one in the air. Rutschman under it. And there's 2 away. 2 outs, base is empty. And here is Freddie Freeman.
Freddie Freeman.
Fought off foul.
Swinging at balls, man. That's why you're not hitting solid. There it is, baby.
Ball, it stays 0-2.
Foul ball. Really?
Swing and a miss. Struck him out.
Swing and a miss. You piece of shit. The Orioles usually beat us, to be honest with you.
Back here in Baltimore, and today's starting pitcher, Colton Gordon.
Well, I'm interested to see how he utilizes his sinker to this lineup, Boog. You know, it's not necessarily his go-to primary pitch, but he does mix it in when he needs it. He's just got to make sure that it's not flat. Otherwise, it's going to get hit hard. So look for him to throw it up there when he needs a big double play, a ground ball, something like that to get out of an inning, change it up for a hitter. Also, get those hitters looking down so that it opens up the top of the strike zone, especially late in an at-bat.
0-2.
And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. And there's 1 down. Jordan Westburg now at the plate. Outside low. And that's ball 1.
1-0.
And that's in for a strike. Swing and a miss as he was late.
Threw that fastball right by him, slightly elevated. That's a confidence boost for this guy out there on the mound. See if he continues to climb the ladder.
Oh, he gloves it.
That swing right there tells me he's seeing the ball pretty well. I know it didn't produce a hit, but he made solid contact, and that's all you're looking to do anytime you're at the plate.
Tyler O'Neill in the box with 2 gone, and takes a look at a called strike. And that's downstairs. And that's ball 1. And a swing and a miss.
1-2's the count.
Fouls it off. Still 1-2. Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. 2 outs, base is empty. Now fly ball to right center. Garcia settles under it. Makes the catch, and that'll do it. And we're back. All set for the start of the inning. Here's the catcher, Mike Piazza. Eflin back to work. High fly ball
Pizza
near
head.
the pole. That one is foul.
I didn't even fucking see it.
Eflin in his 9th season, 30 years old now.
Damn
a
it.
former first-round pick back in 2012.
That ball's foul.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. Now the left fielder, Manny Ramirez. And it's fouled off. That one down the line. Whips it to Mountcastle. 2 up, 2 down. 2 down, base is empty. Here's the third baseman, Miguel Vargas.
Fell off to a great start. He's really cruising out there on the mound. He's got a chance to get through these first 2 innings with under 20 pitches. That could set him up to go deep into this game.
This one in the air, right field. O'Neill makes the grab, and that is that. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And into the box for Baltimore, Gunnar Henderson. On the ground, right side. Sends it to first. Leadoff man retired here in the second. Gary Sanchez at the plate. In today's game, you look at exit velocity as a measure of process. And if guys are hitting the ball hard, eventually the results usually follow. Gary Sanchez, he is a guy that hits the ball hard. Throw on to Freeman. Already 2 out here in the home half of inning number 2. And now the center fielder, Cedric Mullins. And first offering is fouled off. That one missed. Second inning here, no score. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
1-2.
Right side. Throws to first in time. And the Orioles set down in order. Back now at Oriole Park. Now here is Roberto Clemente. Fires over to first. 1 up, 1 down. Adolis Garcia will hit next. And a swing and a miss.
0-1.
Late with the swing there.
Look, it looked like that curveball backed up on him, and although it's a mistake, it works out really good for the pitcher. The hitter's timed it up, expects it to be to a certain spot, and it just doesn't get there.
Digging in, Ellie De La Cruz.
Ellie De La Cruz.
There's a swing and a miss.
Oh, good God.
No balls. 1 strike.
Swings over the top of that one.
This guy's not wasting any pitches. Hitters got to get into swing mode. This is a good time to expand the zone. Throw something maybe down in the dirt.
Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. And that keeps the inning going.
Everything came together for him. Just kept it simple. Played pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from. And there was just no one there to knock it down.
Eflin a move to first.
No, he's safe.
Here's Byron Buxton. Swing and a miss. Strike 1.
0-1.
Jesus just texted me back. I don't know what he said.
That's down and in. 2 gone, but the go-ahead run is at first. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. Next pitch is outside.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Swings and misses. Went with the sweeper.
2-2.
Runner on the move. Still 2-2 after the foul ball. De La Cruz off of first with 2 away. Runner goes again. Hit in the air, center field. Mullins settles under it. And that is that. As we go to the last of the 3rd. And now the catcher comes up to him. Adley Rutschman. On the corner for a strike.
That's excellent location on the fastball right there early in this game. If he can do that all game, should be a good outing for him.
Missed with a changeup, and now it's even 1-1.
All right, Boog. So I was scrolling through social media the other day, and a video of Adley popped up. It was a clip of him playing college football for Oregon State. How athletic is this guy? He tackled Stanford great Christian McCaffrey. Seriously, what can't Rutschman do on the field?
And a foul ball, he stays alive. Got him.
Nice.
And there's 1 down.
What?
So up next, Colton Cowser. That catches the zone for a strike. 0-1.
Of what pool? Today? They're going to let us know that?
1 out, base is empty.
Tell them my pool don't need a full clean. I already did it. Take. God
Just
damn.
trying to make you happy.
Yeah. Look, that's why I texted him back. I don't need him out here in my pool today. You know what I'm saying?
Next offering is fouled back. One down, base is empty.
Huh?
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row. Here's Ryan Mountcastle. That's in there, and it's 0-1. Still tied at 0, last of the 3rd.
Ball.
Next offering is in for a strike. And there's a
That's the
ball.
ball.
Fans another, and
Nice
that's 3
pitch.
straight strikeouts.
We got a hit. We need to score a run.
And welcome back to the ballpark. Now it's the second baseman, Ryan Dozier.
Brian Bulldozer.
This one chopped on the ground, but foul.
You know, this group of hitters, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. They're chasing a lot of pitches outside the zone, and those chases are turning into a bunch of outs. Can they turn that around and stay within the zone? We'll see, but I think they have to.
And that one hammered. Mullins moving back for it. Booyah!
Boy, Brian Dozier.
He'll touch them all. And they jump out front. It's 1-0.
Boog, I wasn't sure he hit that one as hard as
I
he
didn't think he
needed
hit it
to
either.
get it out of here, but it had just enough behind it for the homer. What an attempt at the wall, though. He really gave a
Come on,
terrific
Freddie.
effort to try and bring that one back.
So now it's Freddie Freeman.
Woo! Freddie said, I'll take that opening down there.
Around first, heading for 2. And that's a 2-bagger.
Put the shift on.
Well, that'll make you feel good as a hitter right there.
put the
That was
shift
one
on
of
this
those
guy. This
swings
guy
that
can hit
feels
it
like you're
anywhere.
swinging an aluminum bat. It jumped off so hard, squared it up, and it went screaming at 108 miles per hour.
And here is Mike Piazza. Swing and a high fly ball left field. And there's one away. Here's the left fielder, Manny Ramirez. Grounded out his first time. To third, Westberg. Tosses to first, and there's 2 away. Now the third baseman, Miguel Vargas. Flied to right his first time. Outside low, 1-0.
He's got some pop.
And another ball.
That's in.
Well, he gave up the home run earlier in this inning, not pitching as aggressively here.
There's my #1 fan.
And a ground ball to first.
Nice
What a
play.
stop. Nicely done for the out. Bottom 4, here's the Orioles leadoff hitter, Jackson Holliday. Lined, and that's a base hit.
Well, that started and ended pretty quickly. No messing around right there. You'll often hear the phrase, short to it,
Got a
long
better-
through
got
it. And that's a great
done.
example of it right there. Got the barrel in the hitting zone early, squared it up with the well-timed swing, and came away with a beautiful line drive into center field.
Holliday on at first, nobody out. Swing and a miss. And it's 0-2.
This is one of those
0-2.
situations the infielders have to pre-plan. And
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. He picks up his 5th strikeout on the hill. Here's Tyler O'Neill. He's 0 for 1. And a good fastball to start him off. That's strike 1.
0-1.
And a big swing and a miss.
with 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
And a swing and a miss. And that's 6 Ks for him in this one. And the batter will be the shortstop, Gunnar Henderson. 0 for 1. He grounded out in his first at bat. The kick and the pitch. Runner goes.
That's down.
There's
That's
a
the ball.
ball.
You tell him he's over there.
Second
Yeah.
great jump. And that is a stolen base. It wasn't even close.
Well, that's smart on their company's part. Yes, sir. We are good. Thank you. Yes, sir. We are good. Thank you. No, he's gonna keep an eye on my pool.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, he said
Yeah.
that. Yeah, right.
2 outs. Swing and a liner foul off to the right. Swing and a ground ball.
Absolutely,
Dozier
man. He deserves it. Some of his work.
Plenty of time to first. And he has thrown 4 shutout innings. We go to the top of the 5th. Now it's the DH, Roberto Clemente. Eflin back to work. Swing and a ground ball, and that one gets through into center field. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground balls.
Who's that, Roberto? No.
So a nice job to use that big hole and get himself a hit.
Oh, wait on it,
Now,
baby.
Adolis Garcia, and that misses.
You wait on it, you
And
might
that
tell if
is
it's a damn
Paul
strike or not.
Garcia in his 5th season, 28 years old. And he's usually in center, but today starting in right.
Come on, Garcia. Knock the sign down.
Swing and a ball drilled in the air towards right center field. O'Neill makes the grab, 1 down. Now it's the shortstop, Elly De La Cruz.
Elly.
1 for 1 with a single so far. That
Booyah!
one ripped right center field. Booyah! And they add to the lead. It's 3-0.
That's as big as it gets right there. You take advantage of a mistake. That is an ultimate. Here it is.
He fucking killed
Watch
that
it.
thing.
I'm going to jog around the bases.
Just stood there and
Here's
watched.
the center fielder, Byron Buxton. 0 for 2 in this one. And that is out of play.
Boy, they're lucky we didn't get all
Chris,
of
you
that.
played here in
Little low.
2002. What are the memories that stand out as to being a member of the Baltimore Orioles?
For me, it was just pulling into the parking lot and having those that were there with an encouraging smile or a pat on the back, regardless of how things were going. It made it a lot easier to come to the ballpark, whether you were doing well or you were struggling. And then the way that they treated your family. I mean, this is a great place to play, and I'd say it's got to be one of the top places in all of baseball.
2 outs, base is empty. Now the number 2 hitter, Brian Dozier. There's a swing and a
nice.
drive. In one, hops off the wall, should be extra bases. Into second, and he's got a double.
Yeah, those
Didn't take
are
long to
sand,
get a
baby.
result for that at bat. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
And you had a cameo in the movie Moneyball as an Orioles player in a highlight clip. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Oh, great stop. And he beats it. That's a hit. Great try there.
I had the guy coming home. What the hell just happened?
Yennier Cano gets the call from the pen.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
So 2 outs with runners on the corners. Mike Piazza
Ooh,
getting
good
ready
right
to
by
hit.
me.
0-1.
Wait a little too late.
Dozier at third. Freeman at
Watched it go
first.
right
2
on
out
by.
of the inning.
Take that
That's
shit.
a base hit. Run scores.
Couple of singles back to back. Everything was on time and fluid in that swing. Got a pitch you could get the barrel on and lined it into
Come on,
center for
Manny.
the knock. Those always feel good.
Next
Foot
to
up,
hit,
foot
Manny
down.
Ramirez. A little out front there as he swings through it.
0-1.
Look excited.
Strike 2.
0-2.
And ball 1.
Inside. Ball.
First and second, 2 down.
Sticks the
And we're at
fuck
the
up,
top
throw
of
it
the
down
5th.
middle right here. I'm gonna hammer it.
Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. They limit the damage here. Back here in Baltimore, bottom of the inning. Here's Gary Sanchez now.
Gary, the old changeup.
That finds the mark on the inside corner.
You know, these Orioles, they're not going to be happy with the at-bats they've been having so far. Just one base runner to this point, and it's not exactly early anymore. They've got players in this lineup capable of sparking something, but it just hasn't happened for them yet.
Ripped into right field, base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning. Cedric Mullins, the next to hit, grounded out his first time. In there at the knees for a strike.
Pitch for a double play here.
Next pitch is outside.
Oh, he's really working him away this at bat. Sometimes take a little bit off velocity. Try to get a rollover, something on the ground. Stay away from that big hole on the right side of the infield.
Buxton returns it to the infield. Rudder stops at second. And the first two reach to start the inning. Here's Adley Rutschman.
This guy's up to hit a 3-run homer.
There's the strike. First and second here, no outs. That's too low. And the count even 1-1. The 1-1 is fouled off. That one the other way. Dives for the bag. Got him. Double play.
Ah, that boy Freddie.
So digging in, Colton Cowser.
Freddie catching line drives and tagging the base runner. Boy's playing some baseball.
Right through there for a strike.
Goodness, I think he just took the best pitch he's going to see in this at bat. You don't get many like that in that location. I don't know if you take that pitch against any pitcher out there on the mound.
That one missed. Runner at second, 2 down. Last half of inning number 5. This one in the dirt.
Oh, no.
And ball 4, 2 aboard. Ryan Mountcastle, the next to hit for the Orioles.
All right, let's go talk to damn Colton. No. Turn the game. All right. Serving him up.
That clips the zone, and that is strike 1. And a foul ball. And a swing and a miss, and that's that. All right, we go to the top half of inning number 6. Here's the third baseman, Miguel Vargas. Swings through that one for strike 1.
Well, these guys digging into their numbers have to be happy with the swings they're taking. We've heard lots of loud noise coming from their bats in this one, haven't we? I mean, they've logged 6 hits at 90+ exit velocity, and that doesn't happen by accident.
Outside with a breaking ball. Swings through that one for strike 2.
Well, and those hitters count sometimes can be a little too aggressive, and a good pitcher will play off of that. He's got to get a better pitch to hit.
Tap dances out of the way of that one. Whacked out to center field. That's well struck. Way back there. Booyah! That'll fire up the dugout, and they tack one on the board. It's 5-zip.
Knew what pitch he wanted to hit. Spent on some other pitches in this at bat. Was very patient, and it paid off.
Roberto Clemente now at the plate. 1 for 2. Into center. Mullins on his horse. makes the grab after a long run. And there's one down. Now it's the right fielder, Adolis Garcia. And first offering is fouled off. Swing and a miss, and that's strike two.
This guy's sink has so much drop in it. It's almost like a split finger fastball. Instead of just weak contact and balls on the ground, he gets swings and misses.
Runs it up to 96 to record the punch out. Two down, bases empty. And now the shortstop, Elly De La Cruz. He's already homered in this game.
What paper?
And that one fouled off.
That's somewhere. Tell him since
And the
we
pitch.
You know, we're not as organized. He done hit another one.
Deep left field, and forget it. Another homer. His second home run of the game, and they add a run. It's 6-0.
When you see a guy take a slider on the outside part of the plate and hit an opposite field home run, fires you up because not only is he flexing the muscles to show the pop, that kind of approach, you'll hit for a high average as well.
Yep.
So the batting order turns over, and now the center fielder, Byron Buxton.
On Buxton.
Line drive.
Hammered it. Oh.
And that'll do it. And we're back. And now Jackson Holliday.
Well, every pitcher wants a run support, and having a lead is nice, but it can be challenging for some pitchers. I think keeping the mindset to attack instead of trying to be too fine and have too much finesse. Go after hitters and get quick outs.
And that one is lifted in the air. Buxton makes the grab, one away. So up next, Jordan Westburg. That's in there. 0-1. Base is empty, one away here in the bottom of the sixth. He swings and fouls one off. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Foul ball, still 0-2. Sia strikes him out for the second time today. Tyler O'Neill, the next to hit for the Orioles. That misses, and it's 1-0. And there's a foul ball. This to third, gets to it with a slide. Throw to first, and they get the out. Colin Selby on to pitch here.
And with the big deficit on the scoreboard, he almost has to just put that out of his mind. Every outing matters for relievers and their numbers, but I think it's tough to get up for this type of appearance the same way you would for one in a close game.
Dozier now in the box, comes up empty with a swing there.
You tie a guy up like that, you're feeling like you are in command.
Swings through that.
Definitely not a pitch location you're expecting up there as a hitter when you know the guy's got a good sinker ball. If he can get in that location, boy, you've got to look top to bottom, and that's going to make it very difficult to hit.
Whips it to Mountcastle, and they get the leadoff hitter in the seventh. Here is Freddie Freeman.
Come on, Freddie.
Swing and a miss, and he chases that one in the dirt.
No balls, one strike.
That's not even close to the zone.
Bounced up there.
Outside low, and 1-1. On the ground to third.
Tried it again, it didn't work.
And a couple of quick outs. 2 outs, base is empty. Mike Piazza digs in now. That one pushed foul. 2 down, nobody on. Here in the top half of inning number 7. Swing and a pop-up. Foul and a play off to the right side. That'll find the stands. The next offering misses. Going to count 1-2. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. Swing and a ball hammered left field. That's back onto the track, and he makes the catch. This one isn't exactly close, Chris. Let's go off script for a moment.
I'm game.
Were we on script?
Never.
All right, Singy, you've tightened up the hairdo, but back when you played, how valuable was it to have a barber in the clubhouse?
Well, Boog, I'm going to say invaluable. That's how valuable that it was, because I was the barber. Yes, I was the team barber, man. I'd be cutting hair 7:05 game. I'd be finishing cutting someone's hair at 6:45.
Whoa.
And I'd ask these guys, you're making millions of dollars. Why can't you go to a stylist and get your hair done? You're coming to the clubhouse pressuring me to cut your hair before a game.
Gets a piece and stays alive. Would they pay you?
No, absolutely not. Not even a meal on the road. So I think it's great now that most of these teams have professional barbers that come in and make them look fresh before the games.
Off the mark there. And the count 1-2. Scale of 1 to 10. How good a barber were you?
For a non-professional, I'd say I was probably a 7. But if I was comparing to professionals, I'd be like a 3.
And here comes the power hitting catcher, Gary Sanchez.
I'll never forget the time that I cut Jose Canseco's hair. He had a pretty big melon, Boog. And
big dome?
It took a while.
Yeah. Swing, and this one's blasted. It's got a chance. Feeling for the wall as he makes the catch. 2 down, base is empty. Cedric Mullins, the next to hit for the Orioles. Pitch misses inside. Ball 1. Just missed.
That's the ball.
The Orioles with a lot of ground to make up. Here at the bottom of the 7th. Next offering is in for a strike. There's a strike.
That fastball, even though it's up, that's the velocity you want to go after. Low 90s, a lot better than trying to hit the high 90s.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And good work there as he gets a 1-2-3.
Top 8.
Back now at Oriole Park. We're at the top of the 8th. Now the left fielder, Manny Ramirez. Selby back to work.
Broke the third
Henderson
baseman's
over
hand.
first in time. And a quick out number 1.
Two line drive.
Down
He
the
caught
third
it.
baseman,
Fucking dropped
Miguel
it.
Vargas. He's already homered here in this one.
Threw me out there. Actually, shortstop picked it up, threw me out.
Strike 1.
Love to see it. Power versus power right there.
Swing and a miss, and he was fooled.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Ground ball left side, and foul ball. Down to the dirt, swing and a miss. Gets to it, on to first, in time for the 2nd out. Good job to clean it up after the drop 3rd strike. 2 outs, base is empty. Next is the designated hitter, Roberto Clemente. And he chases that one below the zone.
0-1.
Got the bat going too soon. It's strike 2.
Well, he's been aggressive right out of the box, and a smart pitcher is going to play off of that, especially when you get to 2 strikes.
Popped up, Holiday. Brings it in. And welcome back to the ballpark. Ready for the bottom of the 8th. And here's the catcher.
Going to the
Adley Rutschman.
Going to the pin. It ain't gonna freeze up, right? Yeah.
New pitcher on here, Craig Kimbrell.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
That's out to center field.
Buxton's getting that shit.
Makes the grab on the run. And there's one away. So next to hit for Baltimore, Colton Cowser. He is struck out and he is walked. First pitch misses. High fly ball out to left field. Ramirez moving back for this one. And there's 2 away.
Hey, man, 4 pitches, 2 outs. That is an excellent pace.
Ryan Mountcastle, the next to hit for the Orioles. Foul ball. Check swing, and he went. And that is strike 2.
0-2.
Swing and a miss, and he is down on strikes for the 3rd straight at bat. Keegan Aiken takes over on the mound.
I think it's got to be a little tough coming in out of the pen when your guys are trailing so big on the scoreboard. Just doesn't have the same intensity to it, but he's got to find a way because these batters count the same for his stats, obviously, regardless of the score.
Garcia, the batter now as he swings and misses for strike 1.
It might be time to choke up a little bit, get that front foot down early, maybe even just spread out. He's really late right now.
O'Neill getting an angle on it. 1 up, 1 down. Ellie De La Cruz getting ready to hit. 3 for 3 with a pair of home runs and a single.
He's righty. What can he do?
Late on that fastball.
Well, he threw that fastball right by him, gives him a little bit of confidence, but in the back of your mind, you got to think, is he trying to set me up for later in this at bat?
0-2.
Fights it off. He'll see another. Base is empty, 1 away here at the top of the 9th. That's off the inside corner. 1-2 to count. And misses inside. That one 95 to finish him off. Now here is Byron Buxton. This is a guy you got to keep an eye on when he digs in. Definitely been known to drop a drag bunt from time to time, and he's pretty good at it,
He's
Chris.
trying to get in the closet.
Yeah,
Probably
he
freaking out
creates
over it.
a sense of urgency for the defense because of the
Papa,
speed,
relax.
because of the ability to put down that bunt.
In the air, left field, down the line. And that's a foul ball. Now you see even sluggers from time to time try and use the bunt really as a way to beat the shift. And down on strikes. And a nice inning of work there as he sets him down 1-2-3. Back here in Baltimore. Last chance for the home team. And into the box for Baltimore, Jackson Holliday. So they turn to their closer, Dennis Santana.
Compared to some days, this is a pretty low leverage appearance for him, so he should be fairly free and easy out there. Still have to keep yourself sharp and attack the strike zone.
And that one is inside ball 1. That's in there, and the count 1-1. Dives, but it kicks off his glove. Safe at first as they can't make the play.
He was all over that one. Fielder got a piece of it, but the way that thing came off the bat, no surprise at all. He couldn't pick it cleanly. It's a very difficult play, and that swing definitely was deserving of a hit.
Buxton makes the grab, 1 pitch and 1 out.
Every day during batting practice, these outfielders get about 10 minutes of balls in the gaps. They practice this, and when the game comes, they make the play perfectly.
O'Neill in the box here lets that one go for a ball. Just missed. Swing and a miss, strike 1.
Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended, tied him up a little bit, slightly up, slightly in.
Swing and a miss.
2-2.
As he was out front that time. Battling here as he fouls it away. Struck him out without a swing. And the Orioles down to their final out. So here's the cleanup hitter, Gunnar Henderson. 0 for 3 in this one. Yeah, that's in for a strike. 0-1. Holiday leads off first with 2 down to the inning. And it's fouled away. The shortstop takes the ball.
0-2 pitch that far out of the zone gives the hitter a little confidence.
Oh, look at the stop. Fires to first, and he beats it. Everyone's safe.
Seems like he got exactly what he was looking for right there. Absolutely hammered that baseball very loud coming off the bat. 107.
Ground ball, and this should do it. On to first, ball game.
These hitters had the long ball working for them today. 4 home runs had a lot to do with them coming out on top.
6-0 is how this one ends. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew here at MLB The Show, thanks for stopping by. I'm John Sciambi. Talk to you soon.
Let's see. Oh. He ain't gonna make it. I mean, they're all about the same. Can't find it. Psst. You lost it. You lost it. You lost it. No, look. I'm playing another one. So am I playing another one? What?
She was in there. I know she's in there, so the door won't bother her. Her foot sticking out. She's like, it's gonna be in here, Mama.
Is that who it was? Oh, it's this guy.